Good evening. Good evening, Mr. Chairman. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for giving us the time to talk about this. So I want to talk about the minimum wage a little bit. Just to give you a 2-second tour on our company. We operate 8 Panera Bread here in Rhode Island. Our first Panera Bread was in Cranston Reservoir Ave. I'm sure some of you would know that. Today we have 28 cafes. We've been in business for 18 years. We opened Cranston in December of 2000. We have 408 employees just in the state of Rhode Island. We have 1,250 employees in our company. All started on Reservoir Ave. And as the nice lady before me, the hospitality industry, the restaurant, the food works very well in Rhode Island. Created opportunities for many, many, many generations at a time, for many folks. I am all for increasing wages, but it has to be methodical and gradual. Not all businesses can afford a jump of 30% over 4 years. It's impossible for a lot of businesses. It's also impossible for us. This past 2 years been a little bit different for us. For the first time in 18 years, this is against the grain, against our religion in a way. For the first time in 18 years, we were not able to afford full increases to all of our employees. For the first time, ever. All right? And because it reaches a certain threshold that you just cannot get behind. Right? You know, I report not only to the investors in our company, but I report to a big loan from a bank that I cannot break that loan. All right? And I also have a responsibility for the 1,250 employees and their families to put good food on their dinner table. Also, for the first time in 18 years, we closed the cafe. We closed Buckland Hills Mall. It's just in Manchester, Connecticut for the first time. This is the first time in my career I closed a restaurant. All right? And in Hartford and Providence, almost on the same economic conditions. And it's gone beyond the breaking point, we decided to close the cafe. Now, when we closed the cafe, there's 46 employees without a job. Now, we were fortunate enough to transfer many of them to different cafes, but some of them don't have probably the proper transportation to go to another cafe. And they lost their job. You know, we, in 2016 and 2017, we got 7 people in upper management, middle-level managers, marketing folks, catering folks. We cut 7 people. That also never happened before. Now, that happens in companies, all right? And you kind of, as a business, you have to be resilient to deal with that. But that's a very, very unfortunate that never happened at Panera Bread before in 18 years. Now, it gets a little bit harder, all right? In spring of 2017, we got our employee discount by 62%. Any employee working for us would get 65% discount on their meal. We cut that by 62%. We were no longer able to afford it given the minimum wages increases. So I know there's a lot of statistics being shared today. The only statistics I know is in our business. I can just tell you what's happening within our 28 cafes. I live in Cumberland. My kid's gone to school in Cumberland High School. I'm a Rhode Islander. I'm not some person from Manhattan or Chicago or DC or California or anywhere else. I also want to tell you, in 2017, after 3 or 4 years of minimum wage increases, we got 60 hours off the schedule for our hourly employees. That's roughly 2 employees per cafe, right? It's 2 employees per cafe. Our net employees take-home pay was reduced in 2017, right? And it's going to be reduced, unfortunately, because I report to the investors and to the bank. Their wage is going to be a little less in 2018. We also want to mention a price increase. We take a price increase for the last 3 years of 3.5%. That means if your turkey sandwich at Panera was $7, it's gone up to $7.25. Next year, it goes up 27 cents. The following year, it goes 30 cents. All right? And that's currently what happened. When you tell me a tuna sandwich, I say $5. All right? Tell me if you find anything on a Panera Bread menu for $5. All right? Maybe a cup of soup. All right? That's the world we're living in. We are all in the community responsible for this, all right? I pride myself deeply that I have 1,250 employees working for us. Make good wages, drive very nice car. I have celebrated many folks buying their first home over this past decade. In 2017 and 2018, the world have changed in Rhode Island. And their experience is very different than the past. I also want to tell you, the restaurant industry created many, many opportunities. I know I've testified here before. I'm a first-generation immigrant. I came to the country, I only knew yes, no, thank you, welcome in English. That's it. All right? I taught myself, my first job was working for KFC in Los Angeles. All right? And I moved up in my career. I became an assistant manager, became a general manager, became a district manager, a market manager. And now I'm responsible for all the 28 cafes running them every day. And I hope you have a good experience at Panera because we try really hard. All right? We try really, really hard. We take a lot of pride in it. I really appreciate you listening. This is a real story of the impact we're feeling from wages increases as well as other things. That is very, very costly to our managers, our assistant managers, our employees that raising families every year and growing up with us. Thank you very much for your time. I'm happy to take any question you might have.
Any questions? I enjoy your restaurants.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.